What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of The Lead Houston, where it's all Houston all the time. Today, we are going to be giving you a pregame of the NFL schedule release, what to expect, who the Texans are going to be facing at home, who are they going to be facing on the road. We're going to get into all of that, as well as strength of schedule for this Texans team for the upcoming 2025 season. Now, the official schedule release drops on May 14th. As we know, the Texans usually drop it around 6 p.m., maybe 7 p.m. And they like to have a little video that comes along with it. So make sure if you want the latest update live about the Houston Texans NFL schedule, make sure to go to Bleacher Report on their app, follow the Houston Texans, and you will find myself and Ruben from 713 Houston Sports. You can find us live as soon as the schedule drops. We will be on Bleacher Report live talking to you about the latest. So we can't wait to get into it. At first, I'm gonna give you a little warm up, something to pregame. You know how you be heading to your favorite spot. Sometimes you be heading to the bar or whatever. You be heading out to tailgating, or you be heading out to just the Astros game, man, Texan game, Rockies game. You got to pregame a little. By pre-gaming, you take a shot here and there, get you something get you a little buzz going. Obviously, no drinking and driving, of course, ladies and gentlemen. We do not partake in that whatsoever. But ultimately, this is what we like to do. We like to pregame a little, get the blood flowing, get you a Red Bull, get you something to drink, and then we get it going. And that's exactly what I'm going to be doing right now for you. The Houston Texans. Let's start on the road. They got 5 games on the road. That is not including the AFC South. As we know, we be facing the Colts, Titans, Jags 2 times a year. And Colts, Titans, Jag. I mean, you should either go 6-0, 5-1. You should go no less than 4-2 with those 6 games. The Colts don't impose any will against me whatsoever. They don't know what they're going to do at the quarterback position. They got Anthony Richardson. They have who was it? Daniel Jones. Good Lord. I don't even know. All right. If the Colts fans are confused as to their quarterback position, I don't know what to expect there. They drafted Tyler Warren, but they ain't got nobody to throw it to him. Like, they got Michael Pittman, they got Josh Downs, they ain't got nobody to throw it to him. They got Jonathan Taylor and DJ Giddens, and that's fantastic, but they don't even know who's going to hand the ball off to them. And they don't know who can accurately throw the football and keep them competitive in games. So it doesn't really strike anything against me. I do like getting their cornerback of the future in Ward, but doesn't do a whole lot. After that, you have the Tennessee Titans. They just drafted Cam Ward, their franchise quarterback of the future. The cheesy Warren Moon press conference where he gave him the number 1 number overall and gave him his number 1 and all that good jazz. Whatever. Doesn't do a whole lot. Titans, they still need a whole lot to improve on. Unless Cam Ward is absolutely him, he's the only reason I could see the Titans actually getting a few more wins than they should. But they should still be probably 3rd in this division. I could see them push for 2. They have a solid team, but I still think there's a whole lot for them to improve on, and I don't think they're ready yet. But again, that could change depending on Cam Ward. Jacksonville Jaguars. I think this is a legit team that could probably take a slug at the Houston Texans. I'm not saying they're going to dethrone us now, but I do say that had a solid draft. I like Travis Hunter pairing up with them. Liam Cohen. I feel like I like Liam Cohen, but we have to see it to believe it, right? We know Liam Cohen and what he did with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield, who kind of was a nobody going to Tampa Bay, someone they took a chance on, and thankfully they did because they found their quarterback of the future. Now Liam Cohen is here in Jacksonville with what they believe is their quarterback of the future in Trevor Lawrence. Can he get him back on the right track? If he does, the Jaguars could be a very tough out in this division and a very strong divisional opponent for the Houston Texans for many years to come if it works out for them. Okay, moving forward, let's get into some of these teams that we're facing on the road. We got the Kansas City Chiefs, man. They're back again. We were 0-2 against them last year. 0-2 at the watch party. Shout out to Tejas Brewery. Shout out to everybody that showed up and showed out at the brewery. Lots of fun there. Not so much fun against the Kansas City Chiefs. You played them really hard in the playoffs, but I really like to get that lick back, and I can't wait to go to Arrowhead Stadium and try to steal a dub away from them. Will it happen? Who knows, man? There's a whole lot to happen before we even get there. We got the Seattle Seahawks. They're one of the non-playoff teams amongst these road teams that we are facing. The Seahawks still won 10 games last year, but there's a lot of moving parts. Sam Darnold now, Jackson Smith and Jigba is now being pushed forward into the wide receiver one role. The Seahawks, again, lots of moving parts. Don't know what to really expect from them. Not an easy out, but still think the Texans get a dub here. Now, on to the other team that the Texans haven't beaten in quite some years. It's the Baltimore Ravens. You're going on the road at the bank, M&T Bank Stadium. You already know, Texans fans, that's going to be a November game. You're going to be on the road. It's going to be a tough one, and we'll see, man. I'm hoping my Texans get a win. I'm sick and tired of losing to the damn Ravens. I want my lick back. I want a W. I need to beat Lamar Jackson and the Ravens for once. I really do. I need it this year. I'm starving for it. I really am. I'm malnourished for a win at the bank. You could really prove yourself into the NFL that you are a legitimate team if you beat the Ravens on the road. Then you have two LA games on the road. The first one is the LA Rams. This is a very fun one. You got CJ Stroud going up against Matthew Stafford, Sean McVay versus D'Amico Ryans. Nick Caley returns to LA for the first time since his departure coming this year. So lots of storylines that could be built into this matchup. I could see it as a potential primetime game, maybe. Who knows? I don't know how many we get this year, but hopefully there's not as many. I want Texans playing at 12 o'clock, man. I want them ready at 12 o'clock. I need them focused. I need them ready to go. I don't want no damn primetime game. You having a primetime game, better be the damn playoffs. Give me all of them games, 12 o'clock. I love it. As a fan, I love that. The other LA game is the rematch of the playoffs in the wild card against the LA Chargers. As we all know, we whooped their ass here in NRG. Whooped their ass. We beat the fuck out of the Chargers. So you know they're going to want that revenge. Jim Harbaugh, Justin Herbert coming back. And now we are at their crib. CJ Stroud going to LA, his hometown. So, hey, man, it's going to be a fun one, especially. Hopefully they kind of throw a bone at us. Maybe we got LA bye week LA. That'd be pretty cool. That way we don't got to travel that far. So I don't think that happens, but who knows, man. Hopefully the bye week is between the middle of the season. And we don't want it near the end of the season like last year. Really hurt the Texans. And I know D'Amico wasn't very happy about it either. No player is happy about that. As you see there, we have 5 games on the road against 6 games at home. Now, again, this is not counting the AFC South opponents. So we have one extra home game this year, if you counted that right. 9 games in total at home, 8 games in total on the road. So let's go ahead and talk about the home games for our Houston Texans here on NRG. Them boys on Kirby. They're going to be swarming, man, and I can't wait to see how this sets up. The Texans will be taking on the 49ers, one of them. D'Amico Ryans finally returns, not to San Francisco, but he does face a familiar team where he was formerly the defensive coordinator there, as well as a positional coach under Kyle Shanahan. And now he gets to face them and some of his former players that he coached against the 49ers. They come here. Can't wait. Kyle Shanahan back in Houston in quite some time. Good little storylines. Who knows? Potential primetime game? Probably not, but the 49ers are not as scary as they once were. Still a very good team and a very tough out for this Texans team. You also have the Arizona Cardinals. The Cardinals, as you know, we faced 2 years ago when Jonathan Gannon's first year, and they were a tough win. They were very tough, really good defense. Kyler Murray was doing his thing, slinging the rock. That was one of CJ Stroud's worst games. He had like 3 interceptions in that game. It wasn't pretty. Overall, though, I think the Houston Texans can get this W, and it's not going to be easy. Kyler Murray makes some things shake. Jonathan Gannon and his defense is a tough out, so should not be easy to get this win, but I do think they do get this win. You got to get this one. The Las Vegas Raiders is another team you will be facing at home. Ashton Genty, Pete Carroll is back in the NFL again. And who knows what ultimately happens. To me, this feels like a Mexico game, right? I mean, you have the Houston Texans. We had played against the Raiders in Mexico before, and that did not end up very well. We had lasers being pointed in our quarterback's eyes, and we got hoed in that game. We really did. So hopefully that doesn't end up happening. I don't want no international games. None whatsoever. Jaguars international game, don't want it. I don't want to be taken across the pond. All right. Let's keep it going, though. We got more home games on this schedule. The next three are playoff teams. The Denver Broncos is one of them. Now with Bo Nix year 2, Sean Payton year 2. We played them 2 years ago when Jimmy Ward had that game-sealing interception on Russell Wilson. And man, what a game that was, because that was the game where this linebacker got in the face of CJ Stroud, and he talked about how we stand on business here in H-Town. I can't wait to see them again. I like that game. It was very, very entertaining. You got some good players, both sides on offense, defense. It's going to be a fun one and a very tough one as well. Another playoff team from 2024 coming here to Houston, as well as the Buffalo Bills. They're returning. As you know, we faced them this previous year, and Stephon Diggs wanting to win this game, and what a nail biter that was. The Houston Texans didn't show up in the second half. Buffalo Bills come back. Kaimi Fairbairn ends up getting you the win on a game-winning field goal. You were wearing those H-Town blue jerseys. Lots of fun to see that. And the Houston Texans came away with a win. Can't wait to see that again. Feels like another primetime game right there, considering the NFL just tweeted out the highlights about that game a few days ago. Makes me wonder, putting the tinfoil hat on there. And then you have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Oh, man, I'm excited about that game. We were just talking about the Buccaneers with Liam Cohen. Now we have the Buccaneers. Remember, 2 years ago, oh, man, hell of a game. As a football fan in general, that was one of the best games to watch right there. Both teams going back and forth, throwing heavyweight bouts. You had Dare and Bungawale making kicks and extra points because Kaimi Fairbairn got hurt. CJ Stroud, game-winning drive. Tank Dell sidelines. Tank Dell touchdown. Rock and roll. Houston Texans get a W. And Baker Mayfield was not dancing no squabble anymore in our city. CJ Stroud, he needs to return back to that form because, man, that's a whole lot of offense on both sides of the football. Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, Emeka Egbuka now, Baker Mayfield. They got you can come over to the Houston Texans side. There's a whole lot of offense on our side as well, too, with Nick Caley, CJ Stroud, Nico Collins, the 2 new rookies, Christian Kirk. Whole lot of offense. Should be a fun one. I might have to go to that game. That's going to be a very good one here in the H. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the full schedule that we know of right now. None of those games, again, are in any particular order. This is just a pregame, a little warm-up to get you going. And let me know down in the comment section, how are you feeling about this Houston Texans schedule? We are 18th when it comes to strength of schedule. This is against they're using the records of the teams for 2024. We're facing a whole lot of playoff teams this year and obviously first place schedule. So you are right in the middle of everything, slightly above average when it comes to how tough this schedule is going to be for the Houston Texans. Looks like a tough schedule, but I'm open to it. I love the competition. I can't wait to see what CJ Stroud, Nick Caley, and DeMeco Ryans and this Houston Texans team got cooking for year 3. Let me know down in the comment section if y'all missed anything. Y'all got any thoughts on any of the games? Which game are you looking forward to the most? And are you excited about the Texans 2025 season? You better be. You better drop a swarm down in the comment section. I'll reply. As always, guys, go Astros, go Rockets, go Texans. You have a blessed day.